Hello everyone, today I'm going to unboxing and talk about these Mafex Spider-Man No Way Home Tom Holland upgraded suit action figures. So it's finally arrived. I bought this because of the Tom Holland head sculpt. It is way better than the other brand, especially the SH Figure Art one. That head sculpt is nothing like Tom Holland. The Mafex one is way better in my own opinion. So I'm so excited to finally unboxing it. So let's get right into it and talk about the box first. So the front of the box, we have a big open window. We can see our figures, we can see the head sculpt and two extra Spider-Man head sculpt right there, and a bunch of changeable hands right here. And of course, we got our Spider-Man No Way Home logo and the Mafex number 194 symbol right here. At the side, we got some Spider-Man posing photos, and behind the box, we got even more Spider-Man posing photo, and they look really great. And I hope our figure itself can be posing as good as this photo looking. And at the last side, we got the Spider-Man No Way Home symbol and the oh my god faces of the Spider-Man posing. So right now, let's unbox these boxes and take our figure out, and we got more closer looking of our figures. So right out of the box, we can see our figures with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pair of extra changeable hands, a total of 3 extra head sculpt. One is the Tom Holland head sculpt, 1 remove marks, 1 cell phone, changeable legs right here, and the bunch of Spider-Man web posing. Have a short one, have a long one. We will definitely talk about them later. And beside our figures, we of course got the Mafex stand right here. And I love when they give up some stand. So I really love Mafex figures to give up the stand right like this. And we got the significance of the Mafex figures. So now let's take our figure out and have a closer look. So first hand impression is this figure's proportion looks really great, and the sculpting is really detailed, and the figures did not come with too loose or too tight. It felt really nice to pose it around, kicking at front, posing running poses. It's really nice to posing it around for this Mafex figure. But unfortunately, I noticed some of the painting quality issue looks really not nice on my figures right here, especially. You can see right here, the painting of the black lines have been in the red suit area. So for these areas and the shoulders areas, the red areas have a little bit black paintings. So also right here, of course, it is some of the same issue. We got some black painting on the red suit area. This is the only QC issue I find it right now. So the painting of the line in the suit is really not that good. But from looking at a far distance, it's not very eye-catchy. It's just a little minor QC problem right there. Of course, I have been checking the painting on the head sculpt too, and with this greasing eye head sculpt, and you can see right here, some of the painting is right out of the red suit areas, so the red area. So the painting for this figures seem to be a little QC problem, but I'm still really happy with the overall quality result of these figures. So for Spider-Man figures, of course, we have to talk about the articulation of these figures. So first of all, the head can look down like this, really nice, and look up maximum like this. Still pretty good. Can times left and right like this, nice. And the hand can move up over 90 degrees like this. Elbow can be twisted around like this. Have a swivel design right here. And there's a little butterfly joints. You can pull the arm backward maximum like this. It's really nice. And upward like this. Really nice. And of course the head can be moved around, forgot to mention it. The torso you can forward like this. And you can backward like this. And you can move left and right. Move it side to side a little bit. Although a little bit hard for moving it around side to side, so you may need to adjust. And for the lower body part right here, and of course you got some movement, you can turn left and right, move side to side. For the legs, the leg part you can pull a little bit down for kicking it more forward, so maximum forwards can be over or around 90 degrees. Backward will be blocked by this very big plastic, so you may need to adjust it to move aside like this. Kicking wide open can be posing like this. Really nice. For the angle can be moved like this. Really nice. And right here, be careful if you're moving it too much, it may fall off like this, so be careful. So for maximum you can go like this, moving forward like this, and the toe joint movement are like this. Really nice. So this is basically the articulation for these Mafex Spider-Man figures, and it seemed really awesome. Forgot to mention, the wrist right here of course have a little movement joint right here, so you can adjust your hand posing movement, which is really nice. So these really basically all the articulation for these figures. And we have to talk about the head sculpt for this figure. This head sculpt looks really nice. So this is the standard version of the Spider-Man head sculpt. The painting for the eyeliner was really nice. They are kept in the areas of they're supposed to be. But for the line in this mask seem a little bit not consistent. Some of the line had black painting, but some of it no. And for the seam line for this figure is somehow very obvious, and the black painting is on the seam line, so make the line more obviously right here. So a little bit QC problem which led to this problem. Not a really big deal for me. And this is another head sculpt, which is the squeezing eyes head sculpt. This is really nice, and the seam line doesn't look very obvious for this head sculpt. But one very major issue for this head sculpt for me is the black paintings right here. It's kind of really obvious this part is. And the third one is the big open eye, and this time the paintings seem really nice, but some of the black line painting of course is not really consistent, and compared to the normal head sculpt it will be looking like this. And really happy got this though because of the famous oh my god poses. The last one of course is the Tom Holland head sculpt, and this is really nice, and you can definitely see the likeness of the actor Tom Holland right here. It's not 10 out of 10 like the Iron Man, but it still look pretty amazing in my opinion. So I'm really happy we got this. For accessory we got a bunch of changeable hand, and this is really nice. We got the grabbing hand for grabbing the web, the victory hand poses, and of course the web shooting hand, which is really nice. The grabbing hand for grabbing the phones and grabbing the remove mask. The crawl rolling hands. And we have the wall crawling hand with magnets. And it's also come with a pair of changeable feet too. Also have the magnets. So let's test it out. So it really can help our figure to stick in. Really nice. Now it's time to talk about the web accessory. For shooting web, it comes with a short pair of shooting web, a pair of longer shooting web compared to the short one. It looked like this, and a really long web for the grabbing hand to hold it like this, or pose some swinging poses. For the stand, I'm so happy Mafex always provide a stand for us, unlike the SH Figure Art, because this stand is really helpful for posing Spider-Man poses, like the swinging poses, all rely on the stand, which is really nice. So here are the side comparison with Mafex Iron Man and SH Figure Art Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, and they are really nice to pose together. And this is the side comparison with the SH Figure Art Spider-Verse characters. We got Miles and Grant and Miguel. Surprisingly, they're all taller than the Tom Holland Spider-Man, which still kind of great to pose them together, but it feels like kind of not fit because of the style of these two different design of these Spider-Man figures. But they still look really great to pose some Spider Society poses together. So overall, I'm really happy with this Mafex Spider-Man Tom Holland figures. I think these figures articulation design is really nice, and the head sculpt, the design, the detail, that was totally awesome. Although there's a minor QC issue of the painting of the black line on the red suit has out of the line, especially for my squeezing eye head sculpt right here, but it's not a really huge problem overall, so I'm still really happy with these figures. So in my opinion, I would give this figure a 8 out of 10. So if you love Tom Holland Spider-Man, I strongly recommend you consider buy this Mafex Tom Holland Spider-Man as your collection. Besides that, I'm really looking forward of Mafex Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I am very curious how their product will be different from the SH Figure Art one. Of course, I don't know, will they do a Amazing Spider-Man upgrade? Hopefully they do it. We really need the Andrew Garfield head sculpt. Hopefully. The Mafex head sculpt, in my opinion, are always really great. So this is the end of my video. If you like this, please give a like and consider subscribe. I hope I can see you in my next video. Goodbye.